Who's the best one that you ever played with?
Nick.
Really?
I would say Nick can find you with his eyes closed, literally. I don't know how he does it, but he is amazing.
Benny, I want you to please talk about what shocked us the most this year. Game 5 against Barcelona.
I remember the whole play. I missed the last hook shot.
Yes.
But then I saw him getting the ball and I didn't see anybody close. The only thing I don't want him to flap or to get to my hand to get the free throw. I fully extended. There was no other way.
You saved Monaco's season, that's what I say. You know, when a player gets drafted first round, the fans, the organization, they automatically put a lot of expectations on you, you know? Everything below those expectations, they say it's a bust, disappointment.
In the beginning, it seems like honeymoon. And then when you realize it, it's pretty much business. You realize it, the bad side of it.
Is this realization and you getting all of these messages the reason why you didn't give one more try to the league?
Pap. Good, I like that. Welcome on the podcast, man.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you here.
Pap, what was your first approach with basketball? Was it like, because you obviously so tall, like it was the case for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I was 14 and I was just super tall, so everybody put me in this basketball box. How was it for you?
Okay, my father was playing basketball. My mom was used to play basketball, but I didn't have the chance to see her at all playing. Okay, when my father was playing too, I was very young, so pretty much I don't remember. But as you said, I was not into basketball. When I was 11, I was doing skateboarding. I was doing BMX, like not even close. And I was playing pretty much whoever's done in Greece. Yes, you were not expecting this, huh?
You still do skateboarding?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
The streets of Monaco.
I was not even close to basketball when I was 11.
No, but you still do skateboarding now?
No, I don't.
It's too dangerous. I don't think you're allowed, right?
We're not allowed, yes.
Okay.
It took me a lot of time to do the first flip, so it took me time, but yeah, I was not even close.
Oh, amazing, man.
Back to more serious, you know, a lot of people see you as, you know, one of the tallest players in the EuroLeague, 2'20". But who's really Papagiannis?
Okay, last year at Fener, everybody was telling me that I was the most angry one that they ever had.
Really?
Yes, you haven't seen the videos.
Bro, I would say the same.
Yeah?
Yes, I
Yeah.
always think you're mad on the court.
Okay, when I meet somebody, most of the times I'm defensive because I would really want to scan the, let's say, the environment and the vibes that he's giving me. If I feel, let's say, safe, that he's not gonna take my words and use it against me, then I open up and then I really can become funny and I'm very social. But before, a lot of people have told me like, you seem like he's not a good guy. And I've heard for people that they know me really well.
Really?
Yes. It's
interesting.
For me, it's different because I met you, you know, a few times this year in Monaco and stuff, and you were always very kind. And then I see you on the court, same, like, always frustrated, always, you know, like mad, you know, fouling. And as soon as you make your second foul, just almost sprint to the bench.
Yes.
Why is it so different, you on and off the court?
I guess depends on the game, to be honest. Some other games, if you realized I haven't done anything, I just went to the bench. You know, when you're in the game, you really want to win, so I really get my emotions sometimes to go really off. Couple of years ago, I had a teammate, Mazukas. I'm pretty sure you guys know him. That year, I had like, if you see me on the court or off the court, I was pretty much the same. So like, I would have a great game. I remember I had a great game. We won, and he saw me after, like, bro, you just had a great game. How you not even laughing? Even like, you just neutral. Yeah. So I guess depends on how the year is going too.
So this year, how is it going for you in Monaco?
We had our up and down, but obviously we made Final Four. That was one of my main goals as well. I guess the team had the same one. We're very close to get the championship, so the year has been successful, I guess. We just want to win the championship, the French championship right now, because we lost the other two, the cups, so that's my main goal.
We just asked Nick Calates the same question, but you know, last year you were playing in Fenerbahce and you beat Monaco Game 5. Also, like, people were saying Nick doesn't shoot, and of course he's gonna make the 2 shots for the win. But now you know you signed in Monaco, and who beat you in the finals? Fenerbahce. How did that make you feel?
What did he say? It was tough?
Like shit.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, I mean, us both, we came here. Actually, my girlfriend and my friends were asking me like, what are you expecting? I was like, for some reason, we're gonna end up somewhere with Fener. And my friends were like, there's no way. I was like, look, karma is gonna come right back and we're gonna be somewhere with Fener. And it came, but okay, I'm sad that I lost the championship, but I'm happy for the guys that won it.
Yeah.
Like, we were very close. I'm not sure if you...
That's what I felt like, yeah.
Last year with the guys from Fener, we were very close with each other. And I guess the reason that we went, let's say, we won Game 5 and went to Final 4, it was because we were very solid with each other and very close.
Do you have any regrets?
Oh, no. I mean, I went to the final. So at the end, okay, it was Fener. It could be either Pana that I was before, or Olympiakos, it's another Greek team. So no, I have no regrets.
Before discussing about everything EuroLeague, I want to come back to the beginning a little bit. And I saw that, tell me if I'm wrong, but you had really a special evolution very young. You went to high school in Pennsylvania, right?
Yes.
How did that happen? How did you go from Greece to...
Okay, so back to your previous question about how I started. Okay, I was growing up really fast. So since my father was already playing basketball, okay, I was not completely, let's say, out. I was still hooping, but just with my friends, like not professional, not on amateur, let's say, level. And then I was growing really fast. So my father was like, would you like to try on, let's say, better level?
What age was that?
I went to a professional team when I was 13.
Professional team?
Yes.
13 years old?
Yes.
Oh, we have this crazy style, we're going to tell it after.
Okay, I was not playing, but I was practicing with the men's team every day.
13.
And I was still playing with the youth team on my other days. So my main team was the men's team.
So why to go to the States after having this great, environment for you?
My main goal was always to go to the NBA. And in my mind, the best way was to go through the States, let's say, grow up from their system. I was supposed to go to college too. So I went to West Town. I was supposed to go to college, but I had this gap here in Pana. Yeah. But they knew it, that I might have still the option of going back to the States. But then I decided to stay in Europe.
I don't think it ever happened. Like one European guy goes to high school, obviously to pursue college career.
Yeah.
And then you come back to Europe without going to the NCAA. I've never seen that. It's interesting.
Yeah, it might be only me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But talking about only you know, there's also this crazy stat. You, until this year, because it changed, but you're the youngest Greek ever to participate in the first division.
It changed this year, actually.
This year it was a younger guy, like by a few days I saw.
Yes.
But guide me through this day. Like, how did it feel for you?
Okay, first of all, when I went to Peristeri, when I was 13, it was crazy. Like, I was 13. I was tall enough, but I was not close to the, let's say, experience I had. I was just a kid.
How tall were you at 13? Just to visualize for the people that watch this.
When I was 13, I think I was like 2'7".
2'7"
Imagine
at 13 years
Yes.
old.
a 2'7", 13-year-old skateboarder.
Okay, when I was skateboarding, I was not 2'7", but I was at least like 2 meters.
Jesus.
Bro,
Yeah.
2'7", if you go to school with people at 13 years old, I think the other parents would be scared.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about when I'm saying I was growing up, that summer when I finished elementary school, I was 178 or 181, okay? Which is, I was very, very tall for my age.
Yeah.
That summer, first day of middle school, I was 202.
So in the summer, you
Yes.
grew like 30 centimeters.
Yes.
This is even bad for your body, no?
I had a very, let's say, painful summer because my knees, they were hurting me a lot. My mom was like, what's going on?
Every day, yeah.
But I was very mobile, I was always running. So I think it kind of saved me from, let's say, all the trouble. Like, I had no difficulty, let's say, to run, walking. Sometimes just lay down, I would have some pain, but that's it.
I want to talk, once again, very unique you played your first game at 14 years old pro, and also you're the highest drafted Greek player ever. You were drafted in the 13th pick by the Suns in 2016.
I'll take you a little bit back.
Yeah.
When I realized, let's say, I'm gonna declare for the draft, I started practicing every day I was doing extra stuff from, let's say, November to June pretty much. November I was practicing at least twice per day, that was the guaranteed. And I was always trying to follow, like, if I could do more stuff during the day, I could actually do.
Okay.
And then 2 months, if I remember correct, 2 months before I had to go to the draft, I broke my finger into a very easy practice. It was a morning practice, like just doing some 5-on-5 very quick. Broke my finger. It took me back, so I cannot do stuff. But then we finished the finals. I did some more individual workout with some teams, and then last team actually for Sacramento, I didn't go work out for them.
Okay.
We did actually a video call, and they watched me actually doing practice, and then they picked me until the last minute, because that's when they actually call you that they're gonna pick you for the next pick.
Were you there or you were in
I was
Greece?
there,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
Nobody believed in it, but my agent was really, they believed in it because I had done a great job in the workout, so I went.
You played more, I see here, in Sacramento than in Pana before you left.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yes, I had two games in the EuroLeague, probably.
I think you had a great season in Sacramento the first year when you arrived. What was your biggest difference from playing in the Greek league and in the NBA?
Yeah.
Huge. There's a huge difference. Athleticism, experience, the way each individual's talent is just a whole different level.
And off the court?
Okay, I was 18.
Young.
Yeah, so I had no experience. I could not go out with the rest of the teams. Like, so if somebody was going, I could not go with them. So I had to stay either in the room or home. The biggest difference of the court, I would say, the life is just lonely. If you don't find,
really?
Yes. I think I was looking at different podcasts like 2 months ago. It's very lonely. You go on a away game, especially, you're gonna go to your room. Maybe you have a team dinner. If you're not, you're just alone. You don't see the rest of the guys until the next day for shooting. Yeah.
And you being, born and raised in this European environment where everyone is close, was it hard for you to deal with this at first?
Yes, it was. As I said, if I had the experience and some guy to actually, let's say, guide me through it, it might be easier for me.
But when a player gets drafted first round, the fans, the organization, they automatically put a lot of expectations on you, and everything below those expectations, they say it's a bust, disappointment.
Yeah.
How are you handling this pressure, of you have to deliver because you're a first rounder?
I mean, through practice every day, I guess I spent some time to the G League as well. This really helped me to be in shape or to get, confidence and being in some rhythm. And then at the end of the year, I played the first year, but then it's like, as you're saying, it's tough, being 18 with no experience at all. And I had no experience, as you said before, in Panathinaikos. So let's say I was in the big stage before as well, but I was not the protagonist or whatever.
Yeah. But why do you think you didn't succeed in NBA? Was it more because on-court challenges or what was happening off the court?
I guess it's okay. I'm never this guy who's gonna blame just one point of fingers.
Yeah.
I guess it was a mutual one. It was some part of me, so that I'm saying, if I had the experience to overcome some difficulties, I think would have been going great. But
why you think that? Because just people had this crazy expectations of you?
Yes, what you're saying. Like when you pick, it's your first pick of the team, and the team has not doing great, I guess. You have a lot of expectations on your name and your image and as you as a player, so people just get on their Instagram page and just writing stuff.
But I'm sure you come in as a kid with an NBA dream, from Europe, you see this NBA, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy, and then you're exposed to the truth. We had a bunch of ex-NBA players, they say that it's ruthless, it's business.
Yes.
I'm sure it was your dream of being broken, right? Because you see the real side of the NBA.
Yeah. When in the beginning, it seems like honeymoon. And then when you realize it, it's pretty much business. You realize it, let's say the bad side of it. But that's everywhere though. That's everywhere. That's in NBA, that's in Europe, that's everywhere.
Is this realization and you getting all of these messages the reason why you didn't give, let's say, one more try to the league and went back to Europe?
Okay, I was not playing that year and I was out for 2 years. I was still young, so the reason I came back was because I wanted to play. I'm still 27, 28. Ultimately, my goal is to go back. So I've said this every year.
We just spoke a lot, basically a lot of negative stuff about the NBA. But what is your best memory from the NBA for you?
Best memory, yeah? Okay, of course, getting drafted. Because that's actually, let's say, your entrance, your ticket into this league. Besides that, I guess the first game, when you step on the court and you realize like it became true.
I feel like you're not hurt, but like disappointed and learning to deal with this.
Because I was very young, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have the experience at all. Because here I was in Panathinaikos, I was in Greece. Let's say I was kind of in my own bubble. I was protected, and then you're on your own.
Yeah. Do you think that this period made you also somehow become the good player you are today?
Yeah.
It really helped me, for sure. But I would say a lot of lessons you get, as I said, off the court.
Yeah.
And the way you're gonna handle things, it really helps you.
You then came back to Pana. Was it like, okay, if I come back, it's gonna be Pana my first spot? What is like?
I said it, yeah.
For sure.
My agent asked me if you want to discuss. I said no. If they want to work out the deal, that's the team I'm going back for.
What if it was Olympiakos?
I've said they actually asked me, but I said to my agent, and I'm really thankful they actually, because they knew my history with Pana that was 2 years before, told my agent the only team I would like to go back is only Pana.
There's one game in particular, March 28th, 2024. You had 24 points and 40 PIR against the Bayern.
Yes.
Career high. What was special about this day?
That day was, I remember the whole game. I remember even where I went after to eat.
Okay.
I was feeling it, like when we started the game, I was feeling, I remember Paris Lee throwing me a lob and then I have a great dunk. So especially if you give me like great, let's say a pass and I have a dunk in the beginning of the game, if you realize the rest of the game I'm doing very well. I remember the whole game, I was just going and going, like I could not.
You're in the zone.
Yeah.
Do you think that your game is dependent on great point guards?
I think all the bigs. If you don't have great point guards, the way the basketball is, especially nowadays, is very structured. You need a great point guard because as a big, it's gonna help you a lot. Because if you have a scorer, let's say a passer, he's gonna find you, or he's a scorer, he's gonna be a great threat from the opponent team. So he can go to the basket, you can get an offensive rebound, or he can pass to you the ball after they double team him. So it's very important.
Who's the best one that you ever played with?
Nick.
Really?
Yeah, Nick. Nick and, okay, besides Nick, I say Nick because I've spent the most years with him too. Diamandidis that I played the last 2 years of him, he is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss somebody, he's gonna get pissed.
Not Mike James?
Mike is a great, threat especially too because he can score. Of course, he's the best scorer. But I would say Nick can find you with his eyes closed, literally. I don't know how he does it, but he is amazing.
Monaco is a team full of insanely talented and stars guards, right?
Yeah.
How is it navigating through this as a center when all the light basically is on the guards?
Okay, in the beginning when I got here in Monaco, as you're saying, it was tough because I was trying to find the right spot, when to screen, when to dive to the basket, when to pop, or generally what to do. But then I come to your point. If you talk with them and you realize what they want, how you want them to screen, or when to dive, or when to pop, it becomes easier. The first 3 months it was tough, as I said, but then after I realized how you can deal with everybody.
It's very interesting what you say, being so tough, because I think personally from an outside perspective, being a big, it's always tougher because, you always are that guy that everybody sees, that everybody sees doing the mistakes. It's tougher with the referees, tougher with your teammates. Often, gods blame the bigs. Do you feel this too, that it's tougher to be a big?
It's tough, yes, okay. If you're gonna take it from, we run the most, I guess, into the basketball court,
Yes.
one basket to the other.
Yes.
But it's a great responsibility for us too.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining, I put myself in your position as a center, and you have on the court Okobo and Mike James just playing one-on-one for 5 minutes, and you just boxing out. At some point,
Eli was doing that in the beginning.
at some point, I would lose my mind. Like, you cannot avoid this.
But everybody, as you're saying, they have great talent.
Yeah,
all of them.
for sure.
Everybody.
Is it more like a thing that, okay, like you respect it and understand it, or sometimes you get frustrated, like, okay, Ellie, give me the fucking ball?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, yes.
Yeah.
Why would I lie? Yeah. Like at some point it becomes like, okay, you already had your chance 4 or 5 times.
Yes.
Please pass one to the
Another
big.
step back.
Pass one to the big, come on.
Yeah. But on top of all this, stuff that you have to deal with, I feel like the situation for Senes this year in Monaco is very particular because you have you, Mam Jaite,
Yeah.
Donatas Motiunas, a bunch of talent, then Daniel Tice comes.
Yeah.
I feel like I watch most of the games at home, and most of the time the lineup changes.
Yeah.
How do you deal with this? Oh, it's always uncertain. At some point you can play 25 minutes, then the other game you're not even dressed up.
It's similar to the one I said before. It becomes personal. So you care for the rest of the team, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, you have to be prepared and you have to play your maximum, let's say, ability. Because I said one day it can be 2, 25, 30, 40, I don't know. So, especially when you have 4 bigs, it can become very personal at the end of the day.
But speaking of staying ready, Benny, I want you to please talk about what shocked us the most this year, which is Game 5 against Barcelona.
Brother, Game 5, I was shouting so loud, man.
I'm going to show you the picture how he was.
After the game, I was going to the shop and try to buy one of your jerseys. They didn't have the jersey. I was shouting the shit out of the game, the whole game. The way you stayed ready, I think this is exactly what you resumed right now, saying in the questions. It's crazy, like you basically won the game.
You saved Monaco's season, that's what I say. Simple.
I mean,
This is such an unbalanced.
I don't want to say, I don't want to, let's say, congratulate myself. I'm not this type of guy, but it was, if we take it back, the last 2 months,
Rough.
if you saw me, you could realize what was going on through my mind. That's what I'm saying.
Frustration, I guess.
Yes. Every day, I had great help from my family, my girlfriend, because she lived with me this year with me, and all my friends, they were trying to talk to me, like how I'm doing and stuff. So I had great help, even with my, let's say, professional, my coaches that I have back in Greece, my physiotherapist. He came here because I had an injury before. To play for Game 5, I had an injury.
Yeah.
And into a friendly game, I think it was Limoges. And I really want to be prepared, so I called him, I was like, you have to come. Like, it's really, let's say, emergency. I was like, yes. So he came, and he has a great workload, but he came, so he really helped me. So I did everything possible. I think the whole, let's say, I would say, it's not the karma, it's not the right word, but the whole time thing, these 2 months was mentally, I was preparing mentally to, even if I'm gonna play Game 5.
So how did you feel, when the final whistle blew, and it's you that made the final stop? I'm gonna be honest, I was like this. I saw punter on Pap. I was like, fuck, man, please, I was praying.
I remember the whole play, because I missed the last hook shot.
Yes. In and out, like the worst in and out
And
ever.
I was like, come on, like how? But then I saw him getting the ball, and I didn't see anybody close. Literally, like I can go through my eyes about this. I see nobody else. I'm like, I remember, because when I made the hook shot, I remember there was not so much time left.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's going.
6,
Like,
7
and I
seconds.
just out of coincidence, just went to him. I was like, the only thing I don't want him to flap or to get to my hand to get the free throws. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to see the basket 100%. Like, I fully extended. But there was no other way. Emotions,
Crazy.
relieved.
Yeah.
Happy.
But then how you feel, once again, you showed after 2 months that you can play, that's where you belong. Once again, in the Final Four, like, you didn't get this opportunity when you, like, technically brought them to the Final Four. I don't know, I'm just trying to see it through your eyes, and I'm personally getting frustrated just thinking about it.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, especially with your own team, like former team, Fener.
Yes.
And
You see my eyes. Yeah, it was tough.
Yes, man. Like,
I didn't play a single second, and it was tough. And especially, as you said, to losing to your previous team. Yeah.
I'm gonna show. I promise you, I'm gonna show you the picture. You're gonna go insane. Of course, it was Satoransky, and a lot of the time Brizuela standing in the corner right next to us. Oh, they heard some stuff.
Yeah.
They heard some stuff.
For the I was the sixth guy on the bench. Trust me, I influenced the game.
And you know how the arena is small. Like, if you want to be heard in the crowd when you
No,
close, they're gonna hear you.
Trust me, I know.
Pap, I would like to know. You have obviously this big love for Panathinaikos.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a place where you want to finish your career?
I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you're saying, my feelings for Pana, they never changed. Even when I left, I wanted to, go out of sight of Greece just for me personally. But the love is always gonna be there. So, I just want to be healthy, and then the future, I don't know, we'll see.
I mean, I think people forget that, you're still only 27 because the way you play, the way you act, very mature. Still like a young player. So what are your goals for the rest of your career?
Okay, I would like to win a EuroLeague. That's my ultimate goal. Personally, I would like to make the first team. And then, just to being great at what I'm doing.
Nice.
What do you think you need to be on that first team All EuroLeague?
Now we're gonna go back to stats.
You think it's about stats?
It's a mix, but stats really.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's math. When you win, you have 1 point extra than the other team. So
True.
one more rebound than the other big, it might help the teams you to win. So it's all, at the end of the day, it's math. What you need, I guess, rebounding is very crucial for us, for the bigs. Blocking shots, to be a great defender, and just to be very dominant in the paint. I think it's very simple, and just the team to win.
Also, once again about Panathinaikos and Olympiakos, the finals this year, it was high level, but for me personally, I feel like it went too far.
No, it was very bad.
Okay, there's this rivalry, but you can tell that almost the basketball was secondary. And
no, it was true. For me as a Greek player, me being away from Greece, watching the games, it was very bad.
Yeah.
Like we were paying more attention to outside of the court instead of the court.
Yeah.
It's literally what you're saying.
Even in French news, like general news, it was like this thing between Olympiakos and Panathinaikos.
No, it was very. I had people like texting me like, "What's going on?" Like, do you know anything? Like, they're gonna continue? Or like, I got no idea.
Yeah. In Abu Dhabi, I was with the group of students from the EuroLeague Institute, and they put us all the way up, so we're in the middle. Here you had Panathinaikos fans, here you had Olympiakos fans, and us in the middle.
And they were going against each other. Huh?
Yes, I mean, at some point, just the rush, and you can imagine what were they saying.
Yeah.
The second day, like for the final, they didn't let anyone get in because they had the fights, and we couldn't get in, so they changed the seats. Like, it's those things that it's competition, but it's too far. And I think it's, as Papa Petru said on the podcast, he believes that sports unites, and I think people have to take a step back. And
it should. This finals it became to the ultimate level, I guess. I'm not sure if there's gonna be something worse than this.
I hope not. I really hope
Hopefully not. Yes, you never know. But it was very bad.
I think you don't understand how bad it is because we're not like living on a daily basis, because you just see the news. I think this is what like.
If you lived, if you see your everyday life, I can imagine how it is like.
So as a player, it's like, do you really want to be in this?
You forget the game. I think. It's not about the game anymore at this point.
Me, literally, because I watched all the games, I don't remember any type of basketball. Let's say I remember the outside.
Yeah.
I mean that I'm doing this sport.
You remember Nun's attempted murder?
Yes.
Attempted murder.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You remember Fournier, beautiful gesture?
Too much, man.
And everything around, but okay.
It was very bad.
Pap, you always have this last question on our podcasts, which is, if one day you're leaving this earth, what do you want to be remembered for?
I guess what person I was. I guess, what I did, let's say, for every day, not just basketball, because you have this short period of time that you would like, for sure, everybody would like to be remembered for what he did, but generally what he provided for the people around him and for people that actually, let's say, generally to the community, as I say. So I guess that's it.
Not as a skateboarder?
Skateboard, no. I finished since I was 11. I could not do it anymore.
You see, he didn't forget that since the beginning of the podcast.
This is going to be the highlight
He
for
made
me.
an obsession about the
And
fucking skateboard.
my skateboard is Element.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had my grandma bought me the DC shoes,
Yes.
so I had the full package. It wasn't just.
Did you have the shoes with the little rollers on?
No, I had. That's why I had the skateboard. I think it was around the same time. It was when I was starting doing it. That's when the shoes with this mini roller.
Yeah, I imagine 220 just cruising in Monaco.
Bro, I love it.
Yeah.
Pap, thank you so much, bro.
Thank you too.
Thank you
Thank you
so
for
so
having me.
much. I hope you enjoyed.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys.
bro.
Thank you.